Hi guys, welcome in this series of learning Python for Selenium. As we are learning now list, say, tuple, dictionary with collections in Python. In the earlier videos, we have learned what is difference between these and how to access the items from the list, say, tuple and dictionary. When we learn these all together in terms of their features, like how to add the features, but learning them individually, like list everything in the list, like accessing item, adding item, removing item. But if we learn all those together, it is very good technique to remember everything. Whenever we have to apply, we have to think, like in the Selenium test, if I should I use list this time, should I use tuple this time, sorry, should I use set this time, or should I use the dictionary this time? Okay, so learning them together is easy to remember. That's the main purpose here about its features. Now let's move on to the list. Now, how to add the items in the list. So in the earlier videos, we have created these 4 Python files. Okay, that is list. We have added one list, then tuple. Okay, then this is enclosed with double this is enclosed with the round brackets, enclosed with curly brackets. So this is a set, and here if we go, we can see here this is a dictionary. So how to add the item in the list, that we are going to learn. The syntax is provided here. Okay, so let's say this is your list and you are going to add one value, then you have to append it. So you all know what is the use of what is the meaning of append. Okay, so append means it will add the item at the last. So fruit list dot, there is a append function in this class. We are going to learn what is class and what is function later on, but let us learn this now, how to use this append function. So this is a list dot append. Okay, now here you have to provide whatever value you want to add. Let's say orange. So we will print this fruit list before list before appending item. Okay, and here we'll print list after appending the item. So we'll print this list here, print, and this is the list. Okay, and we'll print here, let's say print, use this print function, we'll add it. So here if I run it, it will show both the list, how it was looking like before appending the item and after appending the item. I think there is a typo here. I wouldn't have run this. This is a bad habit. Okay, we have to first check if my code is getting compiled properly. Okay, so you all can see until here there was only grapes, but now orange is added here. So this is how we can add the item into the list. Okay, now if we want to add the item at specific index, okay, that is also possible. Okay, but for that we have to use this insert function. Let's say we have learned the index numbers of this list items. Okay, so now this in this list orange is also there. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so third is here orange because we have inserted it now. Okay, so this is 3 and this is orange. Okay, now if I want to add the item here at the list index 1, so how we can add it? Let us learn this. So fruit list, we'll use one more function from this class. Let's say dot insert. Okay, so here we have to pass 2 parameters. One is index. Let's say I want to add a first index, and I want to add this fruit. Okay, chiku. Okay, so when I'll just run it again. So we have inserted it. So let us print the list again after inserting this. So let us see what is output now. Okay, so we all can see at index number 1 new item is inserted and further items are moved to the next indexes. That's what the use of insert is. Okay. Now let's say you have another list. Okay. You have another list. Let's say I'll say another list which is having let's say two more fruits. So let's say I'll take lemon here and cherry here. Okay, so these fruits are there. Now I want to add this complete list into this list. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to use the extend function of the class. So fruit list dot extend, and here we have to pass this another list. Okay, so as soon as we pass, and if we try to print this list again, so let us see, these are 1 2 3 Chiku we have inserted 4 and orange 5. Okay, 5 items were there, and now more 2 items would be added until this 1 2 3 4 5. Now these 2 items will also get added into that list, so it becomes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have inserted the another list into this. Now we know the tuple also, so we can add the tuple into the list. Okay, so how do we add the tuple? Let's say I'll create here another tuple. We know the tuple. If you have not understood what is tuple, just listen my previous videos. Okay, so what is tuple? We'll just save the values in the round bracket. So I'll add two more fields here. Let's say two more fruits here: lemon, cherry, apple. Let's say custard, apple, and I'll try to add one more fruit here, the coconut. Okay, now how to add it? We have to just use this function fruit list dot extend, and we have to add this another tuple into it. So there are two more items, okay, which will be added on top of all these 7 items. So there will be total 9 items. I've extended it. Sorry, another tuple we have to copy this. Okay. So difference between tuple and list is like they are saved in this with this round bracket, right? And we are using this square bracket here. So I'll just print again the fruit list. You can see total 9 items are expected, right? Mango, chiku, apple, grapes, orange, lemon, cherry, custard apple, and coconut. So these are inserted into it. Now let us move on to the next thing, that is tuple. Okay, so how to add the items in the tuple? Okay, so as we have seen previously when we learned the difference between list, set, and tuple. Okay, so this tuple is immutable, means we cannot change it, we cannot directly add the item into the tuple. So what to do is a question in your mind now here. So what we have to do, we have to take one list. Okay, so this is for remove. Okay, so we have to take one list. Okay, into that list we have to uh, add one value, and we have to append that value to the list, new value, and we have to convert this list into the tuple. Okay, so let us understand. Let's say this is our tuple. Okay, so what is the second step? We have to take the, we have to convert this tuple into the list. So how to convert this into the list? Let's say another list equal to list, and we have to convert this tuple into the list. Very simple. So very first step is converted the tuple into the list. Okay. Now if I print this, this become a list. Okay, we can see here until this was a tuple. So print here, if we print this fruits tuple, and here I will print this list. Okay. So that's what we can say that it is immutable. So here we can see this was a tuple, round brackets, and now I have converted this tuple into the list. So in the another list, I'll append one item. Okay, append, let's say orange. Okay, let's say come to the list. Now we can convert this list again back to tuple. We can convert this list again back to tuple. So third step, convert the list to tuple. Okay, so what I can say, fruits tuple equal to tuple. What we have to convert? Tuple, and we have to convert this another list into tuple. Okay, so here we can see this list. Sorry, T is not capital. 1 second. Yeah, it's good. Okay, now we can print this fruits tuple. Okay, we can see this is a tuple now, and the new item is added into it. So since tuple is immutable, tuple is, we cannot modify it. Okay, can't change it. Okay, then we have followed the process. We have converted the tuple into the list, then added the item in the list because list is mutable. Okay, and then again converted the modified list into the tuple. So that's the one way. Now let's say if we have we want to modify the tuple in another way. Let's say this is a fruits tuple, and there is another list. Okay, there is another list which is having the values, let's say lemon. Okay, so this is a new fruit, lemon and coconut. Okay, so these fruits are there. Now what we can do, we can, let's say this is a tuple and this is a list. We can just add this list to the tuple. So how to add it? Fruits tuple plus equal to, this is your list. So you can add another list into it. Okay, so now when you print fruits tuple, you can see this list is also added into it. Okay, this is another way how we can modify the tuple. So just a moment. What's wrong here? Let me check. Line number 22, fruits tuple equal to another list plus this tuple plus equal to plus equal to, just a moment. If we have taken this another list already, we have taken it. So we have taken this time another list too. Okay, so here we are adding fruits tuple plus equal to another list, and again we are printing this fruits tuple. So let me check here again. There is error. List two. So not working. Just a moment. Let me understand. Sorry guys, I think I had written something syntax wrong here and I just followed it. Okay, so we cannot add the list to the tuple, but we can add the another tuple to the tuple. So instead of writing this another tuple, another list, I'll say at another tuple, which is having again two items. Okay, so we can add it here in this tuple, and we can print this tuple. Okay. Now this is again this will not be a list until we, this will not be a tuple until we give it a round brackets. So if I print it, we can see coconut would have been also added, lemon and coconut. Okay, so this lemon and coconut is also added in the previously printed this list, right? So these two are additionally added with the help of this adding tuple. Okay, so this is about how to add the items in the list and tuple. The mechanism is almost same. Okay, we can add the tuple in the list. Okay, and here we cannot modify the tuple. Hence what we have to do, we have to convert it into the first list, then append it, and then convert the list again to the tuple. Okay. So now let us learn, sorry guys, how to add the values to the set. Okay, so set is again, we have seen earlier, set is again uh, mutable, means we can modify the set. Okay, so how to add the another set to this set, that thing we are going to learn. So we have to use this update function. So how to use it? So let us go to the set. Let's say this is a fruit set and this is another set, equal to, again it is having two fruits, let's say orange and coconut. Okay, now if I want to add this fruit set, this set into this set, how we can do it? If I want to insert this set elements to that set dot, there is one functionality update, and we have to pass this another set. Okay, now here let's say print fruit set. This is the original fruit set. Okay, I'll not print this value here. Just run it. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3 elements. Now we'll add this code here, another set. We are updating it, and again we will print this fruit set. Okay, so we have to print this fruit set. So when I just run it, you all can see this because set is an unordered collection. So coconut is added here and orange is added here. Okay, so this set is updated. Okay, now we can add the list to the set as well. Okay, so let's say instead of another set, I'll make it as another list. Okay, and how the list are prepared, we can add it like this. Okay, so here we will just add another list. Okay, so mechanism is same again. Those have been added. We can see coconut is added. It is an ordered collection, so they will be added anywhere. We never know where they will get added, because we have seen, right, we are dropping the balls in the bucket, like that the elements are added in the set. Okay, so we can add the tuple also. Let's say this is instead of list, it will say another tuple. So how the tuples are added? They are in the round brackets. Okay, so we are adding this tuple and we are printing it. Mechanism is again same. Okay, the elements are added. Okay, we can add the another dictionary also here in this set. You can try. Now let's move on to the next, how to add the item in the dictionary. Okay, let's say if you want to add a new key with new value in the dictionary, because in the dictionary we can add the element in the key value format. Okay, so let us move on to the dictionary. So how to add it? So this is a this dot dictionary. This here, let's say ID, name, age, address. I'll add the country. Okay, as a key equal to India. Okay, now this is the, prior to this we'll print this. Prior to adding this, we'll print and what was the output. Okay, so we can see here ID equal to 1 element, name equal to John, age equal to 20, and address equal to Pune. Now we have added a new key with new value in the dictionary. Okay, so let us print it again. Print. Okay, so this is student dot dictionary. Okay, so previous one will be printed at this line, and after adding it will print the new dictionary, in which we can see country India is also added. Here it was not, but here it is added. Okay, let's say if you want to update the existing key. Okay, so these are the existing values. Let's say I'll update the dot update. Okay, so what is the syntax? We have to update existing key with value. Let's say what is the existing key? Let's say country. Okay, this is the country. Okay, comma, I want to update it with USA. Okay, now we print again. We can update existing keys and value both together. Okay. So just a moment. There is something wrong. We have to keep this not like that. Okay. So if I run it, so we can see country was India, and now with this update function, it has been updated to USA. So this is how we can add or append the values in the list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Very interesting, guys. If you will try to do the practical, you will get the proper hands-on with it. And if you will learn all this together by feature-wise, you will easily remember it. You can face the interviews whenever you actually automate the test cases. You will have a chance to remember and compare and understand what can be used here. Okay, so that's all about adding the item in list, set, and tuple. Guys, if you have really liked this video, this entire series of Selenium Python learnings, please subscribe my channel. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.